Hello, folks. My name is Matt, and this is my new channel, Midnight Motorworks. And as you can see by the state of my windows outside, it's dark out there. Now, it's not quite midnight, but I work a full-time job, just like you do. So I only have so much time to spend on my new hobby. Now, what is my new hobby, you may ask? Well, my new hobby is the reason I created this channel. This is a 2003 Acura CL Type S automatic. They didn't make very many of these cars, and they made even less of the manuals. And I'm lucky enough to have one of them. Now, what you're looking at in front of you is a J32A 6-cylinder engine that produces 260 horsepower. That ain't bad, especially for 2003. Now, when I got this vehicle, it didn't have any service records. So, I basically had to do things the right way, which means assume that no maintenance has been done to the vehicle whatsoever. So, that's why you see certain things tore apart in front of you. I've already started on some of the maintenance. That maintenance being, well, a timing belt. But we're going to get into all of that. This is just a simple introduction to my channel and my garage and what we're going to be doing, which is a full restoration of this car. You see, it's not in bad condition. And after a little bit of work, we're going to put some performance upgrades on this vehicle. Crank the horsepower up to maybe about 300. Top speed, let's see if we can get it to 160. This is going to be a journey. And I'm hoping that you, the viewer, will be willing to go on it with me. I'm new to mechanic work, and I'm new to Japanese vehicles, and I'm new to YouTube. So, I will be learning along the way, and you'll probably be mocking me along the way. But that's okay. I'm used to it. Let's take a quick look at this vehicle while we're at it, huh? All right. What we're looking at on the inside is a pretty luxurious interior, minus the wear marks that you're looking at here and there. Don't mind my dirty hands. I've been working. So, these CLs, they came pretty loaded right from the factory without any extra, settings. They just came this way with leather seats, heated. Some of them had navigation, which is something that you had to order. Mine obviously does not. A Bose sound system. Look at that. 6 compact disc changer. Oh man, those were the days, huh? A security system, so if I ever try to change my battery, I have to put a code in to get my radio to play. Good times. Let's see. Power everything, cruise control, traction control. It has this weird sort of semi-automatic, semi-manual system. I'm not real fond of it. I forget what it's called, and I'll let you know though. Fancy Type S knobs here. You look on eBay and see what these things run. It's crazy. Let's look in the back. I haven't really had a chance to clean this car out. Mind you, I just bought it off of somebody on Facebook for $2,500. Look at this, a lockbox. This thing has a lockbox in the back. So if I'm ever, cruising across state lines with a little bit of Mother Mary's ganj, I can lock it up and hide it, and well, I'll have to get a warrant for that, right? So as I mentioned, the car's already tore apart somewhat because we're going to be doing a timing belt change. And I'm going to be documenting all that in another video. One that's probably going to be better edited than this video. This is more of like a free-form sort of, let's see where we go, right? Video. And we'll, that's exactly what we're going to do. So this is my garage. Let's do a quick rundown of the garage, right? So we have the car tore apart already. The power steering pump has been taken off. These belts have been removed. The power steering belt and the serpentine belt have been taken out. You have to do that to get to this sucker. There's a motor mount that's in here. It's all been removed. I've done all of this already. I would have documented that, but my phone was trashed. I work at a quarry, and my luck had it that the day that I was about to upload my YouTube videos of me taking apart the car, the phone was trashed. It got trashed at work. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, this is the crank pulley. It's been taken off, and the timing belt is right there, as you can see. The camshaft pulleys are up above. There's going to be 2 of those. Anyways, we're going to get into all of that in a later video. I'm just going to do a rundown of what I've done so far. I had to take this plastic, covering out to even see back in there to work. You have to jack the vehicle up, and I had a whole video on the jack points of the car. You can actually find other videos about that, about this particular car and the jack points on it. So I guess I'm not going to get into it too much. But so anyways, it gets chilly out still. It's kind of cold right now at this time of year. So I have my heater, my space heater in my garage. We're going to do a rundown of the garage as I promised, and what's in the garage. So this is my timing belt that I ordered. It's an Anson. Now, all my parts that I'm ordering that aren't performance-oriented parts are going to be OEM specific parts, factory required parts like Honda or Acura, because I believe that the quality is there. That's what you want. So for example, this belt, this is a power steering belt that I got, and it's a Honda belt, Honda Acura. They're interchangeable. So I'm not messing around. This car is going to be restored pretty much to factory settings. The paint on this car is not, there's spots there, here and there, where it's got some damage. But all in all, it's not that bad. I know I told you that the J32A engine has 260 horsepower, and it does. I'm going to be taking the spark plugs out before I turn the crankshaft, because of the compression in the motor will actually make it hard to turn those bolts, or that bolt rather. And I'm going to get into a whole video on how to do all this and what we're doing and why we're doing it. So let's just finish off the video, with the rest of my garage, which I keep talking about and not actually doing. Tools. So I just recently went and got a whole bunch of tools to do this job. I already have some tools, but I had to get more. And you see, I plan on maybe making this sort of a full-time thing in the future. So you know, the more tools, the merrier in that case, right? There's my tire. It's obviously had to come off to even do all this work. And you can see I have a floor jack under there and a bottle jack. I do have jack stands. They're around. Don't assume that I'm not using jack stands. I do have them. I use them. Uh, so this is the cover, for the timing belt, timing cover. Here's a motor mount. We got the motor mount that I was talking about, and here's the pulley and the bolt for the crank, shaft. And this is what we're going to be putting this back in to turn the crankshaft, to get it on top dead center, which I haven't even explained any of that, and I will later, obviously. So if you're not mechanically minded at all, don't worry, because I'm not either. I'm learning as we go. Metric. This whole vehicle takes metric. Most of my wrenches were not metric. Well, this one is, but most of my are standard. So recently I've had to invest in a lot of metric wrenches. And I have. These are all metric for the most part. So for my job that we're going to be doing, one of the absolute necessities that we're going to have to turn that crank shaft, or the crankshaft, is a breaker bar. And this one actually rotates. It's a sort of like a socket wrench in that sense. And then we have our ratchet, right? This is the low profile one because I got a wrench stuck already, and that was a pain because in the motor mount, there was only so much space to go around. Oh, that was infuriating. Anyways, garage, lawnmower, boat covered with, random stuff, and the Studebaker. Yeah, this was my grandfather's car, project car, I guess you could say. Although it runs, he's driven it around. It's probably got as much horsepower as the Acura. Honestly, I'm not real sure. I do know that big beast of a motor has, I believe, one of the first superchargers that they ever put in a motor, or something like that. Maybe it was a turbo. I don't know. My grandfather told me many moons ago. He's not with us anymore. God rest his soul. But this is his car. And this was mine, $2,500. $2,500 on Facebook Marketplace. And now there is a leak underneath. There's also a leak at the crank shaft. I got seals for this thing, and they're on their way. So when the rest of my parts come, we're going to do a complete inventory of everything that we need. And then we're going to start with the actual teardown. So, welcome to my garage. It is getting close to midnight, and we will be doing some work here. So, if you like automotive stuff, if you like do-it-yourself stuff, if you like Hondas or Acuras or CLs or cars from 2000s, the early 2000s, the aughts, as I guess they call it, then you're in the right place. Yep, this is me. Hi. How you doing? Someday maybe I'll show my lovely face, but not right now. Anyways, yes, you are in the right place. And there will be many more videos to come. Most of them will be more informative than this one. This, like I said, is more of an introduction. So, this is Matt signing off. If you like what you see and you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe,